Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play another game of Star Trek Attack Wing. Now, I haven't had a lot of time lately to really test this board cube out. It's the tactical cube. I'm going to rectify that situation today. I'll be playing as the Borg, he'll be playing as the Federation. Who will win? Watch to find out. Okay, as far as my side is concerned, Tactical Cube 138, Borg Queen, Borg Blade of Hull Armor 7 of 9, Feedback Pulse. All of that comes to 74 points. However, the special ability on the Tactical Cube reduces the Borg Blade of Hull Armor by 3 points. So in effect, my squad points total is 71. Alright, as far as Vinny's fleet is concerned, he is the USS Enterprise D generic captain, USS Voyager captained by Benjamin Sisko, ablative generator, attack pattern Omega. All of that comes to 75 points. Okay, a few things to note before we get started. I do not have a dedicated video camera, so the lighting and the coloring may be off at times. Second, we play to have fun. We try to get the rules right 100% of the time, but we do miss a few things. I'm not too worried about it. For those of you that get upset or mad over people missing rules in the games they play, just stop watching now because that's just not how we roll. Finally, these objective tokens are our obstacle tokens. They could be flipped over to the other side, but they show up a lot better on the camera with the objective side face up. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the planning phase. Okay, on to the activation phase, starting with the lowest captain skill. Who is that? The Enterprise?
Yeah, can you hand me a 5 straight, please?
5 straight, holy crap. Alright, so you're not wasting any time. Here's your 5 straight.
He can only go as far as 5 straight.
Mm-hmm.
So my Voyager can go 6.
Now, are they supposed to be side by side, or? Okay, yeah. There you go.
This.
Okay. And what action do you want to take?
Let's see. What can Enterprise do? I guess a scan token.
Scan token. Alright. Next up is Voyager. Now, your captain skill on the Enterprise is 1. The Voyager has a captain skill of 6, and currently I have a captain skill of 8. That will change and fluctuate depending on the drone tokens I decide to use on my turn. Alright, so you're moving Voyager up like so, side by side. Alright, and what action do you want to take with Voyager? Voyager can, looks like evade, target lock, which you can't do at this range, scan token, or battle stations.
Or I could use his if I wanted to.
It's up to you.
I'll do the ablative generator.
Ablative generator. So for an action, now this disables all of your shields, so I'm just going to move them off like so. I'm not gonna bother flipping them over, but yeah, you've got your ablative generator. Basically, it works like the Borg armor in that whenever you take damage, it gets put on the ablative card, and then when you take so much damage, I think it's 5 damage cards, it gets removed and excess damage gets applied to the ship. Alright, so there's that. Next up, we've got the Borg cube 4 straight ahead.
That's what I like about that. He might be in range. Not sure exactly, but...
Okay. Alright, and let's see if I'm in range for a target lock. No.
We're
well,
in range. We are in range.
I'm in range, but...
range 3.
Range 3. I could. I'll go ahead and do a target lock. Actually, I'm gonna... At the start of the game, place... Okay. My action for my Borg Queen is... I can discard 1 drone token to perform 1 action from your ship's action bar as a free action. So I'm going to discard 1 drone token, and I have 7 now. And I will do 2 actions here. I'll do the standard action, the target lock on Voyager. And then another action is the scan token, which I'll put there. Okay, so I lost the drone, but I got 2 actions this round. Okay, so I think that concludes that. We'll move now on to the combat phase. Okay, combat phase, starting with the Borg cube. I will go ahead and attack Voyager at range 3.
I need 2.
How much agility do you have? 2. Okay, now, normally he would get 3, defense die because of the range 3. However, I have a scan token, so that reduces his agility by 1. So that sort of cancels out that range. So let me roll mine first and decide if I want to use my target lock or not. I've got 2 hits, a critical. I will go ahead and use my target lock to re-roll my blank and battle stations. I've got a hit and a battle station. So I've got 3 hits and a battle station then. You've got 2 blanks. So you've got your armor up right now, from the looks of it. So you would take 4 damage cards on the ablative armor. So 4 face down. Yeah, even though there's a critical, all criticals turn into regular hits. So there's 4 there. So you've got 4 hits on your ablative armor.
Good thing I added it.
So now you can shoot back with Voyager. Enterprise is out of range.
I'll use his 4. I am range.
Now, I'll get 1 defense die because I'm at range 3. Normally I would get none.
Let's see what he can do. He has Voyager's ability, I kick his and consider. Once per turn, you may reroll any of one of your attack or defense die.
Okay, so Benjamin Sisko lets you reroll. Now, what does Voyager do?
No, it lets you attack all the way around.
Oh, okay, all the way around, but you need to give yourself an auxiliary token. What about attack pattern Omega? If you attack an opponent's hull with a critical, you may immediately discard this card to search the damage deck for a warp core breach. Okay, instead of drawing a random damage card. So I need to keep my shields up is what that comes out to be. So, alright, go ahead and roll your... Alright, so you've got 3 hits and a... So you're going to re-roll that focus, or the battle station. You got a critical and 3 hits. So 1 defense die, I got an evade. So I take 3 hits to my blade of armor. Let's see here. So, there we go. So I've got 3 hits on my blade of armor. I can take up to 4 hits on that thing. Alright, back on to the planning phase. Okay, activation phase, starting with your Enterprise. Lowest skill. 3. Hard turn.
It's a red maneuver.
Red maneuver. So, there we go.
I need a auxiliary power token.
Yes, you do. Auxiliary power token.
Can you ram into me?
I don't know. I could, but it's not a huge ship like, the huge ships like in Star Wars. I don't think you automatically get destroyed. Okay, so what is your Voyager doing? 2 hard turn. You may end up hitting each other, but we'll see.
He should be out here.
No, he shouldn't.
He's next to me, I think.
Well, he was next to you over here, but turning does adjust that a bit, so you're going to end up hitting here.
Doesn't really do anything. I still have this.
Now, you did run into another ship, so you do not get to take an action. Alright, so next up, my board cube. I am going 4 straight ahead. He's in a good position here. Where's the 4 straight?
Yeah, but he can still get hit by ships.
That's what I meant. You are in a good position. You've got both ships attacking me at close range. Okay, so there's that. And for my action, I will go ahead and discard another drone token. I'm down to 6 to take an extra action. I will do a target lock on Voyager, and I will also take a scan token. So now I'm down to 6 drone tokens. Okay. Alright, so I think that concludes this particular phase. On to combat. Alright, combat phase, starting with the board cube. I have 6 captain skill. You have 6 as well, yes?
Yes.
But I have a lower squad point cost, so I get initiative. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll mine first. I get my range. I'm going to attack...
1. Probably 2 for him.
Well, I'm at range... I'm trying to get rid of Voyager. 2...
He's at 1. Enterprise is going to be the next.
Enterprise at range 1, whereas the Voyager is at range 2. I think I'll keep up my attack on Voyager. You've got more upgrade cards on that ship. I'll take, range 2 for Voyager. I get 6...
I need 2 attack.
2 defense. Actually, 1. Yeah, I've got a scan token.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so I get 5...
Does the shield come back when this is gone?
Oh, you know what? On the last round, I only rolled 5 attack dice. I should have gotten another one. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, yeah, I really need to pick up more. I had a hit here, 3 hits, 2 battle station. Let me roll my 6 attack die. Another hit. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my, hold on, target lock to, I get 2 rolls with this. 1 for this one and 1 for the 6th dice that I didn't get. So 1 hit, blank. So I've got 5 hits there. And you've got a battle station. So you take 5 face down damage cards. 1 to your ablative hull armor. So that's how many can you take though? 5?
Yeah.
Alright, so you've got 5 on that now. Now you take 4 on your shields. Alright, so you're down to that.
And now it's time for attacking.
Mm-hmm.
I attack with
Now
Voyager.
before any dice are rolled, I'm going to use the feedback pulse. When defending, before any dice are rolled, you may discard this card to declare that half of the damage from this attack... how many attack dice do you get?
4.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and use the feedback pulse on the Voyager attack. Half of the damage from this attack will be cancelled and the other half will be assigned to the attacker round down. You receive no damage. The attacking ship cannot receive critical damage from this effect. Place an auxiliary power token beside your ship. So let me get that.
Now you can't use drone tokens.
Well, alright, so go ahead and... Alright, so you've got one hit and a focus, or battle station rather. So...
I am not using my ability.
You're not using your ability? Okay, well...
It's cancelled.
Declare that half of the damage from this attack will be cancelled and the other half will be assigned to the attacker round down. How am I supposed to round 1? You know what? I'm just gonna... Yeah, I guess...
Do you have to scale that card?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says when defending, you may discard this card. Okay. Yes, I'm going to discard that. It's sort of a waste. That kind of sucks. So,
I did that on you. Now
so I'll just take 1 hit. I don't know if that 1 is damaged or canceled out or not.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Alright, so it's canceled. So now your Enterprise is going to attack.
With 5 attack dice now.
Okay.
Oops.
So you've got... I should have done it to that one. Holy crap. 2 criticals, 3 hits. Alright,
You don't get any defense dice.
No, I know. So I get...
5 hits.
I get a face-down damage card against my Blade of Hull armor. That hull armor is now discarded. Okay, so now that's gone.
4 shields.
Alright, so that's 4 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
So you only have 4 shields left.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the 1 phase.
Alright, that's the end of that. Clean up unused tokens. And on to the planning phase. Okay, activation phase, starting with the Enterprise. What do you got? 2 is it slight turn this way?
Yeah.
Okay. And for your action, that's a white maneuver, so your auxiliary there, it stays. What action? Oh, you can't take an action. Okay, so your Voyager now.
1 slight.
1 slight turn.
You forgot to remove this token.
Okay, you can remove it. Go ahead. You're on top of my base there, so let me just move it back a little bit, and no action. Alright, and finally, mine is a 2 straight maneuver. It's a green maneuver, so...
My Voyager's dead.
No, not really. You've got that 1 ability on Voyager that you can still attack with. Let me just move my cube up.
Yeah, but you're almost destroyed.
Let me see. Alright, so this goes away. I will go ahead and use... Let's see. I will go ahead and use my Board Queen's ability again. Discard 1 drone. I'm down to 5 now. And I get 2 actions with that. Let's go ahead and do the target lock.
And probably a scan token.
And I will do a scan token. Yeah. Okay, so that concludes the activation phase. On to combat. Okay, combat phase. This time we'll start with you because I have a captain skill of 5 now. You have a captain skill of 6, so you go first.
Voyager's base is at 2.
2. So are you going to use Voyager's ability?
Yes.
Voyager's ability says that instead of making a normal attack with your primary weapon, you may fire in any direction at range 1 to 2 with 4 attack dice. If you do so, place an auxiliary power token next to your ship. So you get an auxiliary power token.
But I do get through that.
So 4 attack dice.
I might not hit your hull.
We'll see. 3 hits.
I'll use his ability.
What ability? Captain Cisco. Okay, so 4 hits. I take 4 damage.
You have no shields.
No shields left. Okay.
This is good for my Enterprise.
Alright, I will tack back with my tactical cube at range 2. Alright, 6 attack dice.
I need 1 attack.
1 defense die. You get 2 normally, but I have a scan token. Alright, so let's go ahead and re-roll that. Alright, so I've got these. Now let me go ahead and re-roll stuff. I get to roll 1 additional die for my 6 attack dice. Hit. Okay, so now I've got, hold on. Now I'm going to spend my target lock to re-roll these 2 defense die. I got 1 there.
You need attack die.
Yeah, and 1 there. So 2 battle stations. I got 3 hits and a critical there. Blank. So you take 3 hits and a critical. So
I need 3 hits and 2 hits and a critical.
2 hits and a critical.
I only got 4 all.
Alright, and the critical states structural damage. Reduce your agility value by 1 to a minimum of 0. Roll on as an action. You can roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, flip this card face down. Okay, now the Enterprise can shoot if you want to use his ability. The Enterprise
and he only does 3 attack dice, but he doesn't do anything. What range are we at? 2, I believe.
Range 2?
Yeah.
How many attack dice do you get?
3.
3 attack dice with the Enterprise.
But
Okay.
I still do roll damage, right?
2
criticals.
2 criticals, alright. And I don't get any defense die, I don't think.
No.
Alright.
You got 0.
So let me take 2 criticals.
You have 22 hull breaches.
I have a console fire. At the start of the combat phase, roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 damage. As an action, flip this card face down. Injured captain, you cannot use your captain's text or any of your elite upgrades. Okay, so let me put that. So I can no longer sacrifice drones to do that. Okay, so that's bad for me. At the start of the combat phase, roll 1. Okay, so I have to remember that. Okay, so that concludes that phase. Let's go ahead and clean up, and we'll move on to the planning phase. Alright, activation phase, starting with the Enterprise. Galaxy class, 1 slight turn. You're going this way?
Yeah. It's a green maneuver.
Now you get to take an action. What would you like?
Yay. Battle station.
Battle stations. Alright, next up is my ship because I have 5 captain skill. 2 straight ahead goes this way.
We're going off the board.
Nope. Right at the edge. And I will take the regenerate action. Which basically I can't fire this turn, but I get to repair 1 damage. So I'm going to critical or regular. So I'm going to go ahead and repair my console fire. Do that. Then flip this card face down. Now I get an action too. Can I do a target lock at this range? I can. I will do a target lock on Voyager. Actually, no, that was my regenerate. I already did that. Okay. Never mind.
Use my thing.
1 slight turn?
Yeah. He might be still in range. Right?
We'll see.
I'm using this. Attack pattern Omega.
Well, that's not something you can use. It's just a passive.
No, it's an action.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's this?
It's not an action. It's a passive
Target
ability.
lock. I want to try target lock.
Well, let's see if you're in range. You are not in range.
Darn it, that's why I shouldn't have moved.
That's why I moved all the way up there. Okay, so you get an action.
You can attack either, right? Can you attack either? I guess a scan token.
Scan token?
No, wait. I would do a battle station.
Battle station. Not that it really matters, but okay. So I repaired 1 hull damage this round. I still have my injured captain. No attacks because we're out of range. These go away. Alright, on to the planning phase. Okay, activation phase, starting with your Galaxy class. 3 hard turn, it is a stressful maneuver.
No, this way.
This way?
Yeah. You had it upside down.
Okay. And that's an auxiliary power token, no action. I go next because I have a lower captain skill. 3 spin in that direction. So I'm going to spin it. Is it this way? I'm trying to remember, it's clockwise.
You go this way. Forward. You point
Well, I know I have to spin it first. I can't remember which way to spin it. I think it's...
clockwise, I guess. Just do it clockwise.
Let me check the guide real quick. Hold on. Okay, so in looking at the additional rules card here, basically it's then rotate the ship 90 degrees either right or left, depending on the selected maneuver. So because I'm moving that way, I have to rotate 90 degrees in this direction. Hold on, what are you doing? Spin first, then move.
I did spin.
Alright.
See, we're pretty much going off the edge.
Okay, so for my action, I think I'm out of range for a target lock. But I will do... I'll do a... Actually, I'll take the... if I do regenerate, then... I have a feeling that Voyager's going to be in range for my next attack here. Let's go ahead and... I'll take a scan token just to be on the safe side. Alright, and your turn is a 3. I knew it. I knew you're coming after me. If I took the regenerate action this round, I wouldn't have been able to... You barely missed that. I wouldn't have been able to attack his Voyager.
Voyager, I will do the battle station.
Battle stations?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to get ugly. I think that concludes activation. Onto combat. Okay, on to the combat phase. You get first hit here because of your captain skill. How many attack dice?
4.
4. You're at range 2, probably? No, range 3. So I get a defense die.
Well, what is it? Didn't say what range.
It doesn't matter. The attack power at Omega happens anyway. So you've got 2 hits and a critical.
I'll use my battles. I'll use his ability to re-roll it. Then I'll use my battle station.
Okay. So you've got 3 hits and a critical. Alright. I've got an evade. So one of those hits are negated. I take 2 hits and a critical. With your attack pattern Omega, yes, I know. I'll get
I'll
it.
search it.
It's gonna take you forever.
No, it won't.
Let me see if I've got one and I've got one of the face down ones here. Here. Just give me one.
I got it.
No. Just give me a face down one. Alright. So I've got a warp core breach now. During the planning phase, roll 1 attack die and a critical result, your ship is destroyed. For the rest of the game, you may ignore the first paragraph on all warp core breach cards, but as for this is an action. But you cannot choose a maneuver with a number greater than 1. Okay. Now I get to attack back. Alright, so let me see here. 6 attack dice at range 3. I got a scan token. You get 2 defense die. Alright. So let me roll my 6 real quick. I've got that. Let me roll this again for a 6. Alright, so 2 criticals and a hit. You've got an evade, so your Voyager is destroyed. Don't even bother drawing the criticals.
Okay. Counter fire, stun, I'll make it funny. I'll just do that.
Okay.
I'll just make it 3 criticals.
Alright. So Voyager's gone. However, the Enterprise is still off camera here. And we'll move on to the planning phase. Let me go ahead and roll for the critical for the warp core breach. It's a battle station token. Nothing happens. Alright, on to the planning phase here. Okay, on to the activation phase. Let's go ahead and I'll do this. And you go first. So you might as well just go. You're doing a 1 slight turn this way. It's a green maneuver, so you lose that. What action would you like? Not that it really matters. We're not in range.
Okay.
Unless you have some sort of... Yeah, you're not. So, pick whatever you want.
Stations.
Battle stations. Okay.
Really
So, I will do a spin maneuver going this way. So, I'm going to rotate 90 degrees, spin, move this way. I will take the regenerate action, which allows me to repair a critical. I will repair the warp core breach.
Darn it. I thought you can't repair those. I thought they can't.
It doesn't say on the card about not being able to repair.
Be blown up if you try. You'll be like, oh, no.
No, the Borg are awesome. That's all there is to it. Alright, so I'm not going to bother taking an action at this point or something. Actually, I could take an action. I could take 7 of 9's action. Disable this card to add up to 2 drone tokens to my ship. So I'm back up to 7 drone tokens on my board cube, but you're disabled.
Yay.
So I'm just going to put you to the side like that. All right, no combat phase. We'll move again now on to planning. Okay, activation phase, starting with you. You're doing a 2 slight turn this way.
Yeah.
And for your action, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Maybe a... Tricky.
Not in range, so...
Battle station.
Battle station. I'm going 2 straight. It's a green maneuver. I will take the regenerate action and repair this injured captain card. So, just to recap how much damage I have now. I have 2 face down damage cards, and I have 9 to use. So, alright, so I've got 7 hull left at the end of this. So, again, we'll move back on to the planning phase. There's no combat happening here. Okay, on to the activation phase, starting with you. You're going 5 straight, really?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not going to go off, but...
That's fine. And what action do you want?
I don't know.
Battle station?
Scan.
Scan.
Token this time.
Alright, and mine is a 4 straight.
You're going to go off the edges, bro.
I'm going to take the regenerate action and remove one of these face down damage cards. I now have 1 face down damage card on my card. Alright, on to the planning phase. Okay, so on to the activation phase, starting with you. 1 straight ahead. What are you doing?
Stupid. Let die. I keep losing.
Are you taking a scan action?
Yes,
I
probably.
forgot to remove that. I'm going a 3 spin this way. So
Die. There's no point.
this rotates. Okay. And I will take the regenerate action to remove my last hull damage on my card, and I'll have 9 to choose from. Alright, I'm just going to not even bother turning the camera off at this point. Go ahead and pick something, whatever you want. I'm doing that. Okay. What are you doing? 3 hard turn. Are you taking a scan token action?
Yes.
Alright, scan, bada bing, done. 3 straight is what I'm doing. Now,
Well, you're going to keep planning hours.
well, here's the thing, though. I don't know if I was allowed to take the 7 of 9 action before. I might have used regenerate, and then use this on top of it. So I'm just going to spend this turn reusing the 7 of 9 action in case I wasn't allowed to use it before. So there's that. Okay, so I have 7 drone tokens on there now. And let's go ahead and...
I need 1 straight maneuver. 2.
Alright, we'll go with that.
I need 2 straight maneuver.
2 straight.
2 straight right there.
I see it. Alright, so you're going 2 straight,
So
and your action?
Scan. I'm trying to crash into the asteroid.
Why?
I don't know.
3 spin this way.
So I can damage my shields.
So I'm spinning 90 degrees, going this way.
I hope I get a warp core breach.
Alright, replan. I'm not taking any actions. I can't regenerate anymore. I will go that way. What are you doing? Go ahead, reveal. You using a scan, or what are you going to do? 3 hard turn. Oh, it's a red maneuver, so no action.
I go into the asteroids. I just go 5 straight and get them both.
Alright, so that is a stressful maneuver.
Oh,
That auxiliary power token. I am going 3 spin in this direction.
Oh, I lose. I'm dying.
No, we'll see.
No, look.
Let me see if I'm in range for target lock.
You are.
We'll see.
Look. Of course we are.
Closest base misses. Okay, so I will do this. I will go ahead and use 7 of 9s. During that whole thing, I could use an action to remove the disabled. So 7 of 9 should be active now. Out of all of these turns over here, I could have used my disabled, or my action to undisable 7 of 9. So I'm going to put her back that way. But anyway, getting back to this, board queen is going to go ahead and use, I'm going to sacrifice a drone token. I have 6 now to use 2 actions. I will use the target lock, And the scan token.
I hope I do not die, so I can just
Alright.
crash it.
And combat phase, range 3, I get 6 attack dice. You get, how many agility do you have?
1.
Alright, well, at range 3, you get 1 because, normally you would get 2. 1 for being at range 3, 1 for 1 agility. I have a scan token that removes 1 of them. So I get 6 attack. Let me do my 6th attack die. Alright, now let me go ahead and spend my target lock to re-roll this last one.
You can turn it 1.
Actually, there should be 2 of them. 1, I got a hit.
You can turn it 1.
2. Okay, so I've got 6 hits. I got 5 hits and a critical. An evade. So 4 hits and a critical is what you get. So you lose...
Or shield. And a critical.
You get a critical hit.
Give me a warp core breach.
It's a minor explosion. Immediately roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 damage.
Or critical.
Yeah. Alright, so you got...
2 damage.
then flip that card face down. So you have 2 damage, 2 hull damage on your...
Out of 5.
Out of 5. Alright, on to the planning phase. Okay, planning phase, starting with you. 5 straight, you're going through an obstacle.
Under the 6. Yay, that means I can take critical damage. If I want to. I'm going to keep rolling until I get critical hit.
No. You got a hit. So you take a damage for going through the, so you got 3. I don't remember if you take an action or not. You know what?
No.
Well, you have an auxiliary anyway, and you can't take an action if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And that 5 straight was a white maneuver. Mine is a 2 straight, it's a green maneuver.
You crash into me. Means you can't attack each other.
No, in Star Trek Attack when you can.
What does that even do? Why?
I just don't think I can take any actions as normal. Okay, so... Alright, so at close range here, I'm going to attack you. I get 7 attack dice.
I need 1 defense, 2 defense die.
2 defense die.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Alright, let me roll my 7 first. I've got 5 attack. Let me roll 2 more.
You don't even have to.
6. Alright, yeah, okay. So I had 6 damage. 2 evade, so 4 damage cards.
Flip them all face up.
No, we're not going to flip them all face up.
Yes. I want to. Warp core breach.
He's sadistic. He wants to inflict critical damage on his own ship. I don't understand that. Well, good game while he's busy. While he's seriously, you're just going to keep... What are you doing?
Yeah!
Critical. Okay, so you're happy that you blew yourself up. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Remind me never to be on the same ship as you.
Yes, no, I would actually.
Good game.
Good game. It's funny, so I got like 10 warp core breaches at once on the board. Like 8. It's like, whoa,
what is all these damage cards? What are you doing over here?
Adding the cards you damaged me with like 6 damage cards. So I can...
Why? Why? You didn't get hurt that bad.
I did. I deserved it.
I mean, granted, the Borg are pretty powerful, but come on. Why did you... I don't know. I'm not going to... Anyway, so there you have it. Another quick game for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Once again, check out my official website. He's got the case of the giggles this morning. www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. You can also click on the links in the below description. That'll take you there as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Vince and Vinny Jr. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya. Warp core breach.
Yeah, warp core breach.